Hi, I'm Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the Senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville. I always have so much to share in a brief couple minutes as we are working our way through the 90-day legislative session. We're just about 2/3 of the way done, and so things are starting to get especially frantic. The biggest issue still on the table is obviously the budget. We started with almost a $3 billion shortfall, which has then been made so much worse by what I call the Trump-Musk administration, with all the layoffs and terrible decisions they've been making. Don't know about you, I did end up watching part of Donald Trump's performance in front of Congress. It was a little bit hard to watch. The performance aspect of it was disgusting, and the lack of factual data was very frustrating. So, anyway, the reality is that we are facing challenges as a result of his administration, and a lot of things that we're worried about. One of the things we're worried about is hate and violence, division that has been created by him and some of his supporters. You know, I've been working with the January 6th heroes the attackers, the January 6th insurrectionists, who were all pardoned by Donald Trump on his first day in office. Well, some of those folks are back on the street and causing problems again. We are also seeing a frightening uptick in anti-Semitism, as well as the continued anti-LGBTQ violence, racism, anti-Asian, and so many other kinds of hate and division. I convened a meeting this week with the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, as well as my colleagues who co-chair the Maryland Legislative Jewish Caucus and the American Jewish Committee, on whose board I serve. We're trying to figure out how to make sure that campuses are safe spaces and respect academic freedom. We want everybody to have a dynamic and active debate on hard issues, but we need students, faculty, and staff, to feel safe and not threatened and not insulted and not stalked. And we are hearing awful stories. We had legislation in my committee this year, but there's also work that can be done on each campus. Maryland is doing a lot right, but there's always an opportunity to learn more. So, you know that I've been working, I hope, on 911 issues for the last almost 11 years, and today I presented a bill looking out for the courageous women and men under the headset, our 911 specialists. They have terribly stressful, traumatizing jobs, and yet we don't pay them enough, we don't thank them enough. And so I have a bill that I'm working on with our own Delegate Vogel to offer a subtraction modification, a tax credit for them when they retire, so that they can have more incentive to be recruited, to stay under the headset, and to be trained and stick around for a bunch of years. I was gratified by the reaction I got from the committee. We'll see whether they decide to move it forward. Speaking of moving it forward, I got 3 more of my bills approved by my committee this afternoon. My 311 journey is continuing, and that bill will be going to the floor. And 2 of my election bills. One of them that I think is especially important is simplifying ballot language so that voters know what they're voting on. And then along with Delegate Mark Corman, Montgomery County, we've been doing a lot of work on transparency, and we're going to have our local boards of elections put their local meetings online, live stream, and have more transparency, so people can continue to have a high degree of confidence in Maryland's excellent elections. So that's about it that I'll say right now. We have just over a week to get all of our Senate bills out of the Senate, all the House bills out of the House. I'll be talking more about that next week, but we're expecting long hours and lots of debate. I'll keep you updated. Make sure you are following me on Twitter and Instagram, as well as on my Senator Facebook page, and check out my podcast, Kibitzing with Kagan, on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay active. Bye.